Welcome to the Charm School Show, your weekly lesson in all things lifestyle and relationships. I'm Kim.
And I'm Crystal, and today's topic is maintaining your black joy while being black in America.
Child, because after all these years of all this craziness, you need something to keep that peace.
Right, and all this current events that are happening, we have some tactics to help you maintain your cool while going through life. But first, make sure you subscribe and you hit that notification so you get all the Charm School Show that you need.
Don't want to miss out on anything. So one way to keep your black joy, I think it's important to have some empowering music.
Yes.
What's on your playlist?
One of my favorite songs right now that gets me empowered is Freedom with Beyonce and Kendrick. Love me some K-Dot, and I'm part of the Beehive a little bit. I think that song is really important because it's current and it's upbeat, and it just gets me pumping. Like, I'm not gonna let y'all steal my joy right now.
Right. I think it's also like I like doing some throwback to like some pop. Keep your head up.
Yes. Keep your head up.
Ooh, child.
Things are gonna get easier.
Keeping your head up.
Okay, we need to leave that to the.
I didn't have my tea. I lost my earring and everything. Guys, keep my head too up.
Keep your head to the sky. That's a good one. Even some religious music, though.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Another thing, Spotify actually has a Revolution playlist.
What?
Yes,
That's
honey.
why I love Spotify.
Love it. And so I don't know who made it, but there's like some old school stuff, some of that new hip hop, and like when the marches and protests and things like that are going on, that just kind of kept me empowered.
Right. Some Marvin Gaye, some Stevie Wonder. They all had great songs back in the day.
Right.
That's just very empowering. So turn that station on.
Yeah, turn some music on.
So another way to keep your joy during these tough times is to stay away from slave and oppressive type movies. Like, for example, I went to go see Detroit.
Uh-oh.
Girl, and I walked out that movie theater ready to just like double up what's up on the next white person that I saw, and it should not be like that.
We were at brunch. You looked all tense.
Yeah, I had to explain to them. I just went to go see Detroit. And it's good to know your history, but
Absolutely.
at the same time, it's just like you gotta be like have your mind ready for it. And I think just seeing those type of things over and over, that it can wear on you.
I absolutely agree. Like, now's not the time to watch Rosewood. When we have real events like Charlottesville happening,
right?
You
And
might
that's
not
the thing. Like, I went to go see Detroit, and then that same week after that, the whole Charlottesville thing happened. I'm just like, you go see those movies and you're like, that was 1964, 67 or so, and then you're like, no, that's 2017 right now, and it's depressing.
Right.
So to keep your joy, just might want to stay away from those type of movies for a little while, or at least space them out.
Yeah, maybe watch Aladdin. So in addition to staying away from the oppressive narratives, you might want to take a little break away from social media. Now, for me, Twitter is a great way for me to stay informed about what's going on up to the minute. But there are also times where I have to take a literal breather and just put my phone down, because seeing those images over and over, it's just hard.
It really is. In addition to the news, I get most of my news off my phone as well. And so I'm finding myself constantly in the news. Like, I don't know if you have an iPhone, but like the news is like right there when you open your phone. And sometimes that is really draining and depressing, and then you find yourself just getting more and more into it, and then it's overwhelming.
Right.
So sometimes you just might need to put your phone down for a little bit, take a breather, or if you are on the phone, go watch something funny.
Right, because also another thing social media does is, I don't know about you, but I find myself fighting with people that I don't need to fight with.
Girl, seriously, don't get in those comments, please, because I've been there, done it, and you just keep going back and forth. Although we're like, we need to have these dialogues, sometimes those dialogues just aren't worth going into serious arguments into where you're starting to cuss people out in the comments. You might want to stay away from a lot of...
Because you done lost your religion.
Right. Trying to explain the obvious.
Right.
And it's tough. So make sure you take those social media breaks and those news breaks.
Yeah, stay informed, but take a break.
But take a break, yeah, for sure. So another thing that I like to do during these times is to go back and review Black history. It is so important to know where we came from because we are really going through some of the same things.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily, we're not slaves, but it's good to know where it started, the greatness of Black people that have come throughout the history, how we helped build this country, and being proud, being Black and being proud. So I think getting into reading and even, some what was I going to say? I was going to say movies, but we already talked about that, but, not oppressive. But.
Yeah. But if there's anything uplifting, but I really think it's important to go back and do that reading, like you said, because there's a lot of authors who speak to the trouble that we're going through right now. So get plugged in. Take it back from your phone.
Davis.
Get some Angela Davis. Go read a Malcolm X or anything like that. Read some poetry.
Yes. I love it. We need to stimulate our minds.
Yeah, exactly.
Get ready for this revolution.
I think it's super important that you find a way to manage your peace so that you can keep your Black joy. So whether that's meditation, prayer, because like you said, sometimes being overwhelmed with all these images makes you want to go out and act outside of yourself. So manage your peace, find exercise or something to put that energy in.
Get in your prayer closet if you have to, because I know I do.
Lock it up. Lord, give me the oil.
For real, give me the strength. Because
the holy water.
All of it, huh? Just shower on me, Lord. Be sure to get in that mind space to where if you are confronted or, have some issues with people of other races that are coming at you, that you don't resort to violence because, well, sometimes
you gotta drop a bow on them. But we say first, if you could just go to that place of peace within, just for your own sanity.
Right.
It's about you and your joy. So.
Yeah. So you can't let nobody steal it, but you gotta know where your joy comes from.
But if you need to trip somebody.
And last but not least, is finding your voice in the movement. Do your part. Whether it's being in a peaceful protest or getting involved in your local government or helping children at school, whatever, let's help one another. Let's build our community. And I think that's a great way to make sure we keep our joy in our community.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of frustration comes when you're like, I'm so upset about everything that's going on, but I don't know what to do.
Right.
And there's a lot of organizations out here that you can become a part of, even if you don't have the time. Maybe you have the money and you can donate to kind of help. Because I know for me personally, that always takes my mind off of it when I'm giving back in some way. It makes me feel better. So. And
also just being supportive to other Black businesses, giving your dollar back into the community, that means a lot. I mean, that is going to help us build. So I think that's going to help us keep our joy in these tough times.
So let us know below, what are some things you do to maintain your joy during these tough times? We need some strategies too. It'll be a great discussion in the comments.
Absolutely.
I look forward to hearing from it. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and share this episode because some people need to find out how to get their joy back.
First of all, we need to just impeach for...
Well, girl, all right, but...
We're going to work on it.
That's the next episode.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
So another way to keep your joy during these hard Black people times, that's not
these bloopers got to be in this. These got to make the cut. I need to see this at the end, Diane.
Another way to help keep your Blackness and not go off on motherfuckers is... Alright. Another way to keep...
in these hard Black times. I'm sorry. Ooh, being Black is hard.
It's hard. Try not to go off ooh. Alright, ready? And... yeah. So another way to maintain your joy is to stay away from black.
Oh, sorry. I was trying. I don't know why this is. Okay.
This is not funny.
It ain't funny at all.
You got gum in your mouth? Now, didn't we discuss this on the first episode?
I tucked it.
Okay, Dio said it was okay once upon a time.
I
He's like,
tucked
just
it.
tuck the gum under your Okay, let's go. And we're still rolling audio.
We smiled at the same time because I heard you. Why are we so goofy right now?
We're sleepy.
I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength.
Right.